Hi, long time no see. For those of you that are new, my name is Bethany, and I am in the process of starting a beauty channel. I'm in no way a guru. I just throw my stuff in a bag most of the time and do my makeup in my car unsafely on the way to work. But in the times that I do have a makeup room, and I will sit down and do my makeup and get ready, and it would be amazing what this can transform into. So I'm excited for you to start this journey with me, as I will be starting my own YouTube channel as of now, to kind of show you what I've learned and evolved. My mother never wore much makeup, so everything that I learned from myself and my friends and family members. So I'm excited to show you some techniques. Well, let me quit rambling. I have a makeup room up and running again. We did buy a house within the past month, finally. So I finally have a place to put my things, see them, organize them, and love on them. It's been a while. Everything's just been in a bag for a while. I'm sorry, my dog is exploring my makeup room. And I'm just hoping she doesn't explore the potty. Yeah, so I finally have a place to put my stuff, and I'm really excited to start this back. Rambling again. So yeah, let me show you. I'm going to go ahead and show you what I'm working with right now. It's an empty room pretty much, because we were going to use it for something else and we did, and then I decided to just use it for something else, for my makeup room. So this is my corner that I'm sitting at right now. I have my husband's bookshelves behind me, which are going to be moved soon, and then this is my room. It's huge. I don't really know what I'm going to do and where I'm going to put everything, and that's my husband's closet in my beauty room, so I guess once I paint it pink, he'll probably move out. Move out of the room. This bathroom, I know you can't see, but over here I do have two doors. I have the door out of the room, and then I have a bathroom door, which is the Jack and Jill bathroom. So it also connects to my bedroom. So when I'm getting ready, I can go from my bedroom to the bath, the shower, come in here and finish getting ready. We'll get blinds and linens put up, so everything will just be perfect. I'm really excited. So today what I'm going to do is take this to this, and I know you can't tell, this quality is terrible. I haven't got my Canon out yet. I apologize. I don't know if you call this a smoky eye. It's just my makeup. The way I've always worn it. It's just what I've come up with by myself, because I was always trying a smoky eye and I never could find it. So I'm going to take a really light color, and then I'm going to build on the crease and on the outside triangle a darker color. Let me quit babbling, stick around. I'm going to show you right now. The first thing, and I just have this little mirror. This is all I'm working with at the moment, because I can't find my other one. What I'm going to take first is my CoverGirl foundation. I've learned that I get just as many compliments on my skin with CoverGirl foundation as I do with the most expensive stuff. So I'm going to take it, and then I open it, and then I just pat, pat, pat a couple times, about that much on your hand there. What that does is warms up the makeup on the back of your hand if you rub it in, so all the oils kind of combine back into it, and then when you spread it on your eye, you're not having to tug at your eye, and it goes on, it glides on smoothly. So I'm just going to cover my whole eyelid in this. I'm going to cover any imperfections with this, and then I'm also going to build a sticky layer. I do definitely think that I have long-lasting makeup, and I do that with the cheapest makeup you can find. Right now I'm actually using Tarte. I'm using a Tarte palette, but typically I'm going to be using just the cheapest makeup you can find. Quickly, I'm going to put down my light color, which is Tarte, and it's going to be Globe. I'm going to put this down all over my eye before my base dries. I'm just taking a e.l.f. professional brush, which is $1. Y'all, $1. People tell me all the time they can't afford makeup brushes. And I usually go, I will buy you some. If you really want to get into makeup, I will buy you some brushes. They're $1. And this is the cheapest makeup brushes that you can get. It's just an e.l.f. brush, and let's see if I can show you. No, I can't show you with any definition. That's just what this brush looks like. And I'm going to use it for everything, so you'll see that it's actually pretty good. I'm going to take on the back of my finger, pat towards the corner, and pat it out. Try your best not to pull it out, because any of the creases that are in your eye will pull, and when they relax, it's the makeup underneath, which is your foundation, will snap back with it, and then your creases and your wrinkles in your eye will be trifold what they were. So try not to do that. So I have an all white base. I'm going to go in with the same color, and actually, y'all, this color isn't white. So I'm going to show you white. This is white. This is this color. You can barely tell. It's not white. It has a pinkish to it. So, which one's white? Okay. I'm going to take it up here too. It's non-reflective. It doesn't have shimmery in it, so I'm going to put it up here. But I also put shimmery up there. People say you look trashy when you put shimmery up there. I don't think so. I also put shimmer right here underneath my eyes, and I think it looks just fine. To each his own, really. The next shade I'm going to go in with is actually a contour color, a light brown color, because you can build and build and build and build as much as you want, but you can never take away unless you want to mess up your whole makeup. So build the colors. If you want to go dark, start light. Build you a base to blend into. My brush, I'm going to take, it has a long, see how long that brush is? I'm going to take that and line it up with where my eyeball stops and create. I know you can't really see that. That's what I'm going to create. I'm just going to plop it there. Then I'm going to do the same thing, but this way. So I started this way, turn my brush the exact opposite way, and drag it in. So I'm going to follow the shape of my eyeball. So if you'll watch my brush, I'm going to sit it, and I'm going to push it in. So I just literally follow the line. See how I'm actually pushing my eyelid in? I'm just following that line. Once I've pushed it in, then I'm just going to start brushing back and forth. Being careful not to pull your eye. Just dab a little more, keep building that color. Now, I also don't take that color all the way down to here, because what that's going to do is close your eye. If you only do it to about the middle of your eyeball, it's going to make your eye look bigger. As you can tell, this eye looks a little bigger. That's what you want to do. I'm going to put my mirror up here. I'm sorry. I need to see what I'm doing real quick. And then I'm just going to put a little bit more over here and make sure that that looks like a V. That V is what's going to help here. Okay? So that's what I have. You can tell without any, there's not really, this is a bad camera, but you can tell that there's a difference in color there. So the next thing I'm going to do is go in with a darker color now. I'm going to go in with this color. This color is called Scenic. And when I dip my brush in this color, all I'm doing is this. I'm not swirling, I'm not sweeping, I'm just patting it. Because, as you can tell, you can't even see it because that's how dark the color was against this. Same thing. Turn it sideways, stamp it down. That's all I'm doing is stamping that color down. I'm going to do the same thing. Turn the brush. Follow the line. You can already tell there's a difference in color. I'm going to get my mirror out so I don't mess it up on this end. Now, what that light shade underneath is going to do is add as a transition. So when I go to blend this and some of the dark goes away, the light is still underneath. The light will blend into the dark. So the line that you see here is not a harsh line. It is blended. That's going to happen over here too. so you don't have what my mother used to call raccoon eyes when I first started doing this. I'm going to blend it out. Okay, I'm going to take a little more of this and I'm going to come down to the lash line and just bring it in a little bit. That's what's going to, see that? That's what's going to help you with that V. So now I have a V out here and a V right here. So I'm going to take my mirror and blend this. I'm going to go back in with that white color I had and go over this section, concentrating on getting it in that V, y'all. See how I've just created that back again? I'm going to wipe it off, and then I'm going to go in with a clean brush. There's no product on this brush. I'm going to get all the product off. And then I'm going to go in with a clean brush and blend the dark and the light. All I'm doing is setting those bristles down, clean bristles down, and that harsh line is going away. So now they're blending into each other. That first color that we used, I'm going to put that back on my brush. I'm going to go to the outer edge of where this dark color stops. And I'm going to put my brush right there and drag it along. I'm going to soften that edge, clean my brush off, and go back at it. And what I'm doing is just blending that darker color into the really light color we put down there. And I'm hoping that you can see what's happening. And if you can't, I'll have my other camera out hopefully tomorrow, and maybe you can at least follow the steps that I'm giving you. Okay, so you see the difference we have there. I'm going to go on with that dark color, and I'm going to pack it in the crease. I just want a little more dark. Okay, and now with this brush, I'm going to do a swirl motion. Easy not to pull. See how dark this one is? Easy not to pull. It is like art, y'all. It is about brush strokes and how much product you put down. And if they're not the same, I try my best to make them the same. And y'all, I didn't really get good at art or drawing until I started doing makeup. Okay. That looks pretty good. It looks kind of crazy because it's just eyeshadow, but wait a minute. I'm going to do my eyeliner, and you'll see it starts to take shape. It all starts to come together. So I'm using an eyeliner that has a felt tip. So when I place it down, it'll come up. Okay, what I'm trying to show you is that there's a point there. I'm not going to use this over the whole eye because it's Rimmel Scandalized and it's not that great. But for what I want to use it for as a stamp, it's good ones. Just don't drag it because it'll pick up your product and it won't ever work. I mean, Fabulash, I have something called Fabulash and it's fantastic, but Scandalized is not. Okay, so the same way I put that brush down at an angle, I'm going to put this down at an angle. So I want my wing to start about here. So I'm just going to put this down. Okay. And I'm going to drag just a little bit till I get to the corner there. And then I'm going to take the end of the pen and make sure that that looks like a tip. Like it's a point. Fix it however you have to. I'm going to see if it will let me drag in just a little bit, and it did. It allowed me to drag in a little bit. But if you see now, it has product on it, and now it won't go any further. But that's okay. Because we're smart, and we're going to figure it out. Next thing I'm going to do is go in with this brush, which is almost the exact same. Where's my little, I have a jar of water, hold on. Okay, I'm going to get it wet. And then I'm going to kind of mold it to a point. And then I'm just going to pick a black eyeshadow, whatever black eyeshadow you want. I will use the black that's in here called Adventure. Put my brush in it and twirl it around. Next, where I left off, I'm just going to pick up. And as you'll see, it'll start taking shape. My eyeliner will start taking shape. Now, people will tell you all different things. Do your eye makeup after you do your face makeup. I wouldn't advise it, especially if you're going to try to do something other than just put like a light color on your eyes, because you get fallout. Like if you were to do this process of eyeliner with your full face done like I have on this side, you're going to be able to tell here that I have black all over my under eye now. So all that makeup you just put on, that expensive foundation and stuff you just put on, is going to be ruined. And you'll have to start over. Okay. Ta-da! I'm just going to finish now. My wing. Wing it out. Wing it out. It's really late. I'm kind of tired, so I'm hoping I'm not babbling too much. Okay. Now, if they're different, they are different. They're not twins. They don't happen at the same time. They are built at different times, so they're going to be different. Just fix them. Just make them the same. So this one is more straight across. I just tried to fix this one to be more straight across. They're never going to be perfect unless you use like a stamp that's perfect every single time. It doesn't really happen. They just don't go on perfect. Now there is a lady on YouTube that does them perfect every single time, but I'm not her. Just fix them. It's okay. The next thing I'm going to do is my primer. So when I put on mascara, I always put on a mascara primer because it's something for it to stick to. But I don't have that in front of me at the moment. Just a second. Okay. Okay, you're back. Lash primer is everything because it gives your your mascara something to stick onto. So good. Okay, so this is Wet n Wild Photo Focus Lash Primer. And it's white. So when it goes on, you can see it, and you can see exactly how much you're building up. It is like a white creamy consistency with fibers in it. So you should be able to see the little fibers sticking off the end there. They're amazing. It does have a tendency to clump, but this is $1. $1. $1 makes me holla. I always buy something that's $1. There's so many things you can do with it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stick this on first. And then I'm going to use my mascara, my dupe, for Better Than Sex from Too Faced. So you should be able to see, you can, that my eyelashes turn white. Use as much or as little as you want. I use a lot. Just remember that it can cause clumping. And it also can get fibers in your eyeballs, so be careful.
Okay, you're going to let that dry for just a moment because the drying is what helps the next coat really stick to the eyelashes. What I would be doing right now, I would be doing my eyebrows. Let's just fix this eyebrow. This is Wet n Wild. And y'all, there is no right and there is no wrong way to do your makeup. You do your makeup how you want to do your makeup. And if people don't approve, who ask? Who asked their opinion? Because I didn't. This is great. It's a crayon and then a spoolie. The spoolie blends and sets your lashes the way you want them. Ta-da! Such a better lash. It's time for bed. I'm going to go back in with that white color and I'm going to put it right underneath because I'm from 98, 2000, and I really like to see that light color underneath the brow there. Okay, so that should be set enough for me to go in with my Voluminous Lash Paradise. It's from L'Oreal. It's $8.99. I think it's Too Faced. Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara is $24. Don't ever. Never again. This stuff is amazing, y'all. And I know I put on mascara in the ways you're not supposed to. Don't blink. Don't pump your tube. You're supposed to roll your brush. You do it. I'm sorry. This is always like a concentration point. Don't poke yourself in the eye, Bethany. I don't do anything the way you're supposed to do it. I do it the way I do it. And most of the time, it ends up okay. Sometimes it doesn't. But every time my sister sees me pumping my tube, she sure tells me I'm doing it wrong. Okay. I'm finished. That would be my eye. And then I guess I should do the bottom. The bottom doesn't look as clean. I haven't redone my contour from when I took off my eye makeup and everything fell off. But there's my eyes. This will last me all day. This one has lasted me since 9 a.m. It's now 11:11 and nothing has moved. It's the foundation underneath. Foundation underneath your eye makeup is amazing. Never go bare. Always put something underneath. Foundation, concealer, a concealer pot, something. Use something and you will see a difference in the way that your makeup stays and the way that your makeup colors pop through. You need something underneath there. Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate you watching. I will be back tomorrow, I hope. I'm going to show you my foundation routine and what I do to get that going. Maybe I'll film that for you tonight. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you tomorrow. I'm sorry I babble. I'm very new at this, as you can tell, but I'm so excited to go on this trip with you. See you tomorrow. Bye.